What's up going from what now Gwan? It's a girl Shanice and I'm back again with another video. It's the back-to-back videos from me. Okay girl, I see you. So guys, today's video is gonna be a little story time of the time I got catfish by a man. Well, can I even call him a man? By this boy. So that's gonna be today's video, a little story time. Like, it was crazy. It wasn't that crazy, but it was just funny. So before we get started into that story time, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, gives you a thumbs up, and just grab a popcorn. I'm coming right back. All my socials will be in the description down below, so you can go follow me and give me some ideas that you want to see on the channel. But let's get straight into the video. So, the story time of when your girl got catfish. So it was last year, because you know, when a new year, happy new year y'all. It's January 1st, 2023. Big and better things is coming for us. I'm putting out an atmosphere. I'm gonna start off with that first. But it was last year around end of September, early October. That's the time frame. So your girl was like, she's looking for a man. I was like, since none not coming to me on its own, let me go seek one. You know, seeky first. So I was like, let me go seek one. So I had downloaded like a bunch of the apps. I had downloaded BLK, Woo Plus, Tinder, Bumble, BlackPeopleMeet.com. Well, and this other one, I don't remember the name. Yeah, was on all of that, but I'm not on it anymore. But you know, I was on those dating apps. I was like, you know, let me swipe left if I don't want you, swipe right if I want you. Yeah, I did get some matches. I did talk to a few. One of them, when he was on, I was on that, like, you know, was talking, you know, I was like, this one was like a potential, like everything what he was saying, he said the right things. But when I met up with him, you know, he was tall and he was height. But the picture, that's why I'm like, oh my God, these niggas be finessing. Like, what they post and what you see in reality is two different things. But anyways, he posted his pictures, you know, I was like, So I met with him. He was tall, you know, he wear glasses, dark skin. But he was like on some type of like, what do you call? And you guys wasn't having that. And then, y'all, he got mad with me. I was like, how you getting mad? And I don't want to do with you. And he was like, you remember drive 45 minutes? I'm like, my bad. Like, I'm sorry about that. You said, and I quote, let's meet up because I want to get to know you type of shit. Okay, get to know me, not get to know the inside of me. So, you know, he got mad, he left. I was like, next. So this one, we're gonna call him Small Johnny. That's what I'm calling him, Small Johnny. So you don't say the pictures that he posted once again was like, okay, swipe right if you don't want, no, swipe left if you don't want, swipe right if you want. So we swipe right, we match. I know he commented on my picture. He was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And he was like, I like big girls. And he was like, use all that I'm looking for. I'm like, okay. And then he was like, he want to get to know me. And I was like, all right, you know, can I get to know you? He was like, can I get you? I was like, no, you can't get my number yet. Let's talk on the app first before we exchange numbers. He was okay, that's fine. So he's like, texts me every day. Good morning text, good night text, how are you? Did you eat? How was your day? Like, check it up on your girl. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, it's kind of refreshing because I haven't been checked upon in such a long time. Like, I don't know for my friends and family, but like check upon, I haven't been checked upon. So I liked it. I was like, this is really refreshing. So I was entertaining it. And he was like, I was like, send me some pictures. So he sent me the same picture that he posted on his profile. I was like, can I see like a up to date, like, let me see a picture. He was like, right now I'm looking bummy, like I'm looking rough. I'm like, that's fine, I'm looking bummy, I'm looking rough too, but I'm gonna still send my picture right now because ain't nothing for me to lie about, because the same picture that you see online is the same picture you're gonna see in reality. And he was like, no. I was like, and he was like, I need a haircut and this and that. I'm like, it's always an excuse, like when I was like, send me a picture. But when he asked me to send him, so I was like, so at one point I was like, since you ain't gonna send me no picture, I ain't gonna send you none either. So until you start sending me, then I'm gonna send you. And it was like, really? I was like, yeah, like I can, you know, meet you halfway and then me is just dry. So we're talking September, and then like in the second week in October he was like, he want to meet up. And like at first I was like, he was asking before, but I always felt like I had an excuse. Like, I'm like, what if, you know, he's weird or I don't vibe with him? Like, so, you know, sometimes you talk to somebody on the phone or whatever, like y'all vibe, but in like when you meet them in person, the vibe and the mood is just off. So I was like, do I really want to meet this man? So I was really thinking, I was like, am I really going to meet this man? So I was like, you know, let me just go ahead and say yes, because I was already off on the weekend and I wasn't going to go drive no hour to see him. So I told him to meet me at the mall. Open space, people there. If anything happened to me, even though I'm a big girl, who gonna drag my ass? Nobody, cause baby, you need two people to drag me. Don't drag me though. But so he was like, okay. He was like, you want to go to the movies or to eat? I was like, to the movies, because I'm always treating myself. Because normally when I go to the movies, and I'm gonna watch like 3 movies in one day. So basically, I'm there from 12 till evening time, because I like to watch 3 movies. Because I know, say, once I watch 3 movies, I'm not gonna go back to the theater anytime soon. So I was like, yeah, take me to the movies. And there was some new movies that was coming out and I wanted to watch. I was like, okay. And he was like, what's the time? I was like, 12, 1 o'clock will be fine, because, you know, that's the time I'll be normally getting up. Because on my day off, don't come in my room. On my day off, I normally wake up like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's not when I wake up. That's so bad. But that's not when I wake up, because baby, I be tired. She's okay, and then we're just planning it, and then you was talking. But the thing that I don't understand, maybe it's just my eyes was deceiving me. When I eventually gave my number to him, but when we was on FaceTime, he didn't show me his face, like, oh, you can see my face right now. He's always like off the side, but not in the camera. I didn't think as nothing, but no, thinking I was just like, this nigga knew what he was doing. Because now he didn't show me his face. But I was like, I was so like caught up in the because we had some like conversation. It was like very like, wow, we can hold a conversation. So I wasn't really too pennying that. But I should have pennied that before I met him in person. So I was talking up till the night before, and it was like, oh my God, I can't wait to see you. And you know, I was like, me too. You know, he was like, when I'm gonna dream about you, I was like, don't dream nothing too dream something nice. He was like, I got you, you know. I'm like, okay. I was like, good night. He said good night. When we woke up in the morning, you know, the next morning he woke up before me and he texts me, good morning, beautiful. I was like, good afternoon, because I woke up at 12. I was like, good afternoon. He was like, I'm on my way to the mall. So I was like, okay. So I had left my house and went to my friend's house to stay. Well, not to stay, but to like, you know, because my friend lived close to the mall. So I was like, he was like, which was you going? Where you going? He was like, bitch, where you going? I was like, I'm gonna see a guy. He was like, what guy? I'm like, none of your business. He was like, who is he? And I showed him a picture. It was like, oh, he cute and whatever. I was like, yeah, he alright now. He alright. Like, he ain't no Michael B. Jordan, but you know, he alright. I was like, you know, me and my friends, we both share location. So he had my location. I was like, bitch, if anything happens to me, you better pull up. He was like, I got you. So, you know, girl put on her nice YSL perfume. Her hair was done. I looked at this. I was like, you know, first impression counts. So I did the effort. You know, put myself together, smelling nice. You know, wearing my push-up bra so my breasts can be up in the air. Like, I was like, I'm ready. I was like, Shani's looking for her man. Like, he said he was 6'3" and da 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 da. Like, he was 6'3". Well, he told me he was 6'3". Like, he got muscles and all that crap. I'm like, he tall. I'm like, yes, I get me a tree I can go climb on now. You know, on the way there I was nervous and everything. I was like, oh my God, I haven't been out or on a date. Well, I wasn't on a date, but like out with a man in such a long time. So I was nervous. And then when I was coming into the mall, I couldn't find him. So I called him. I was like, where you at? So he was like, I'm sitting down at the food court in a red shirt. So when I had came in, I had saw a guy in a red shirt. So in my head, I was like, I hope that's not him. Cause I'm like, please don't tell me that's him. So he was like, so the description that he gave me, that was him. So I had my little blanket in my hand and my phone. So I text my sis now. I was like, bitch. And she was like, what? I was like, oh, hell no. And she was like, what happened? And then I called her and I was like, bitch, this nigga ugly. But I was like, I'm gonna call you when I finish. And she was like, you better. So, you know, I went to him. I was like, hi. And he said hi. He tried to hug me, so I gave him the side hug. So there, guys, I was in my head. I was like, Lord, what is this? I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, you lied to me. I was screaming in my head. I was like, oh, like, I'm ready to go. But I was like, you know, he was talking. I zoned him out. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I zoned him out. And I was, So, you know, we went to the, we walked. He walked me to the, what call it? The counter, to the cashier. The people in for the movie theater to buy the tickets. So he was like, I ordered about your tickets already. I was like, okay, cool. What movie we're watching? This man bought the Avatar movie, the old one. Keep in mind, I had told him what movie I want to go watch. And he didn't do it. So I was kind of mad. I was like, I already watched this movie already. I was like, oh, really? I was like, yes. I was like, can you change it? He was like, no, I want to watch it. I'm like, So, you know, it was a 3D movie. So they gave us the glasses. And then this sneaky fella, think he was so funny. He didn't choose. Keep in mind, there was nobody in that theater. It was like, I can count on my finger less than 10 people in there, because first of all, who gonna be watching Avatar? That's movie being played out. The new movie was supposed to come out in December, so he thought it was. I was like, come on, if that was a new movie, wouldn't it be sold out? I'm just saying. So he thought he was slick and got a movie, and then, you know, he was like, oh, our seat is H, the last one that's closer to the back. So, you know, so that stairs I had to climb. I'm like, this man have me up here climbing stairs. Normally my seat is either A, B, C. That's it. I don't go far. Or, well, I ain't gonna say I don't go farther than that, but I was like, I like, you know, if anything happen in the theater, I'm the closest to the door. Is me? When trouble comes, my fat ass be running. So I like to be close to the door. So he thought he was slick, you know, say going up further, nobody gonna see you, so you can do your actions. People who do them actions. So, you know, he sat down, and then first of all, he bought, before I came, he already got himself a popcorn and his drinks. Didn't even offer if I wanted anything. For the whole time I was in the theater, he didn't offer me anything. I guess he said, because I paid for your ticket, so why would I want to buy you? But I didn't want anything because I already ate. But still, offer me so I can say yes or no. He didn't offer me. I was kind of salty, but I was like, okay, that's strike 4, because we already at strike 3. And then, you know, I wrap up in my blanket. I was like, I'm going to go sleep. So I told him to go over on the next seat, because he had got the one that sits together. I was like, I need to put my bag down and my stuff on the chair. So I was like, can you go over to the next seat? Because I was like, first of all, me big, you big, two big people can't be touching each other. That's like uncomfortable. Like, that's too much skin upon skin. So I was like, I'm uncomfortable. Can you like go over like on the next chair? So he did, and I put my glasses on, recline that seat, and my ass went to sleep for the movie was 3 hours long. So an hour and a half in it, I woke up. I was like, I gotta go pee. So, you know, went to the bathroom, came back. He went and got a refill for the drink. Yeah, his fat ass. He went and got a refill for the drink. I was like, oh, like, okay. Still has to offer me if I want anything to drink or nothing. So, you know, I went back, took out my blanket, went back to sleep. So 2.5 hours in, 2 hours and like 50 minutes in, my sis texted me and she was like, are you okay? I was like, yep, that's my cue to bounce. I was like, I'm ready to go. I was like, well, you can stay if you want and watch the movie, but I already watched this already, so I'm about to bounce. And he was like, okay. So I know he was mad because he didn't get to finish watch the movie, even though he had to pay for the tickets. But I already watched Avatar like 4 or 5 times already, so me just watching this over is just a waste of my time. So I left. We came out, you know, I gave them back them little glasses that they gave us, and I left, and I was like, I'm hungry, because I was like, I ate like early on before I went to my friend's house. I was like, I'm hungry. So I went to the food court. Where did I go? I went to that Chinese that Chinese restaurant place thing that they have in there. So, you know, I ordered my food. And then he was just looking at me like some sad puppy. I'm like, why is this man looking at me like that? Like, why is he looking so... I was like, you want something to eat? And he was like, well, he was like, well, if it's up to you if you want to pay for it. I'm like, because first of all, ain't nobody gonna call me no broke ass bitch now, because baby, I can pay for my own shit. And then he ordered his food. It's not like say he didn't... He ordered his food plus drink. I'm over here like, in my phone, like in the calculator, I was like, okay, that movie, the ticket was less than the food. I was like, okay. And the lady told me my total was 27. I was like, oh, 27. Okay. Okay, here's my card. You know, I pay for it. And then I was like, should I go home? I was like, I'm gonna sit down here and eat. So he came and he sat down and he started eating, and he was trying to make some small talks with me. But I was on phone with my sister. I was like, girl, this nigga catfish me. Like, what is this? Like, who? And she was like, let me see. So listen, I'm a type of person, ever since I started talking to my sis and my friend, and I'm not sure, their mouth is very unfiltered. So I'm like, let me protect myself. So your girl invested in a beat. When I tell you, say my earphone is in my ears 24/7 when I'm on the phone with them, because I'm like, I'll never know what slick shit they're gonna say. So I had called her on FaceTime. My headphones in my ear so he couldn't know that. And I flipped the camera on his ass. And she was like, oh, hell no. I was like, so, you know, so when you're on FaceTime, you can like type and your message can be on the screen. I was like, exactly. She's like, girl, no. Why you look? I was like, exactly. I was like, first of all, he ain't give a time. I was like, I'm not like bashing say he was big, like, cause I'm big, but I'm like, he gave me a fairy tale. Like, I was looking for that, like, tall, let me climb the tree. Like, he said he works out. He didn't work out because he's... So she was like, so she started, I was like, don't laugh at me. I was like, don't laugh. That's just my time. So she was like, you leave? I was like, hell yeah, I'm leaving. So I was like, she was like, call me when you leave. So I got my 2 little bites in, and I was like, my mom said to come. I was like, my mom told me to come home now, even though I don't talk to my mom all day. I was like, my mom said to come home right now, and I gotta go. So he was like, all right. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pack up my food, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna walk into your car. I was like, oh, you want to my car now? Like, why? Don't follow me after me. Don't follow me. Like, why? So he still came. I came to my car. I put my stuff in the car, and he waited like a gentleman. He waited, and then I said bye. But I was like, damn, I can't do him like that. So, even though I said bye, he wasn't budging. So I was like, maybe he said he wants a hug. So I was like, I'll call you when I reach home. I was like, okay, let me know when you get in. So went to my car. He didn't wait. He waited to see me drive off. Then he dispersed. So I'm like, in my head, I was like, so I went back to his profile that I saw on the app. I was like, if 2 and 2 is 4, what the fuck is this? I was like, oh hell no. I was like, no. I was like, never again. And then I called back my sis, and she was like, I was like, don't laugh. She was like, Shanice, what was that? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I was like, damn, did I really just get catfish just a while ago? I had to pay for this man's food. And he bought a ticket to the movie theater for a movie that everybody watched already. Because that Avatar had come out for years now. I was like, I was like, did I really get catfish? I'll be requesting myself. So when I went back to my friend's house now, he was like, you back so soon? I was like, hell yeah, I had to. I was like, I had to go. Like, I was like, I had to go. He was like, what happened? So I told him, and he started laughing. I'm like, don't laugh. Like, this man told me, say he was this, and this. And then when I saw it wasn't hitting, I'm not bashing. I'm not trying to be mean. But I'm just saying, like, don't give me a fake dream. That's all I'm saying. Don't give me a fake dream, because I'm like, it was horrendous. I was scarred. Like, I know I'm not the prettiest of pretty, but I'm pretty. But I ain't the prettiest of pretty, but I'm pretty. You know? Isn't me? I can't beg. I'm just, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna post on a profile picture of yourself, like, do like a video, like a video, so the people them who's looking through the apps and who swipe right or swipe left, they can actually like see who they're gonna be seeing in reality. Because that's no honey, no hunty. But it's funny now, because as soon as I drove off the parking lot, I had blocked him off the app, deleted that app, and also that app also was charging me for subscription per month. I just found it out in December. I was like, I didn't sign up for no damn subscription, and they were charging $18.99 a month for that shit. So I politely called Apple, and I was like, I'm seeing some charges on my card. Baby, I didn't know authorize that. I got my money back though, but it's like, these people charging me $18 for that shit. Y'all need to run me my money. I deleted the app. Before I deleted the app, I actually started on all my pictures off of that shit and deactivated the account, then deleted the app, cause like, nope, that's fake, that's false advertisement, false marketing. Y'all said, you know, what you see is what you get. That's a lie. Is what you see, and then something is gonna appear to you as what you see. Yeah, I don't know where I was trying to go with that, but I was going there. I was going somewhere with that. But that was my little experience that I had getting catfished. Cause I was like, let me catfish somebody now. Put on a badass girl, and then you see this thick ass chick right here, like, hey. Even though you know y'all like it, cause nowadays men like the meat now, because they don't wanna bone the chicks no more. They want the thick chicks. But guys, that's the end of my little story time of me getting catfish last year. It's funny. It just talking about it out loud, it's funny. But would I go back on a dating app? No. I'm just gonna leave it in the Lord's hand. When He ready to send me my prince, my man, my husband, or my soul, or whatever, I built-in best friend, then I don't know. Until then, I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be drinking my water and minding my business. I ain't gonna be running back behind any man or chasing no man, cause it's New Year and shawty over here ain't got time for that. I got time to be making my money, just becoming a better me, a better dolly. But y'all, it's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell. Give it a thumbs up, and my socials will be in the description down below. Let me know if you want any more story times, because I got plenty more stories to tell. Like the time. Oh! I got stories to tell. That's all I gotta say is I got stories to tell. So if you want more stories, let me know. Bye guys.